Hello my friends, I have just arrived back home from spending a full day at the Hare Krishna Temple. How it all came to be is actually pretty amazing. I'm sitting down in a coffee shop and I see some girl that walking over with a bunch of fruit, oranges actually, and she sat down next to Miranda and I while we were sipping on some coffee, and I was having a chocolate chip cookie, and I look over at her and she's like, "Would you like a orange?" And I'm like, "Sure, I haven't had one in a long time, you know, being from Florida, they're always abundant, but I haven't had one." So I wound up taking it. I asked her where she got it, and she told me that she got it up the block at a Hare Krishna temple. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I had posted some photos back when I was in Gainesville of the Hare Krishna lunch that was held out on the campus, the college campus there, and it was a free lunch. It was just mostly donation offering, but what they do is that they feed tons of people, and it's a great aspect to who they are, and it's a religion. What they preach, or what they live by, is the Bhagavad Gita as it is, and this is the book as it is. But the Bhagavad Gita would be sort of, I guess, like their Bible, and it's a pretty decent sized book, as you can see. And this was gifted to me by the Hare Krishnas today, as well as these flowers that you see wearing around my neck. And this is what their deities, what they dress the deities in. They then gifted me this because they make one every single day, and they're beautiful. It's almost like as if going to Hawaii and getting laid. But, oh, and I almost forgot, they gave me prayer beads. See? You know, they also gave me tons of literature, for example, on chanting Hare Krishna. And Hare Krishna is basically a chant that they sing to meditate on God, because God is known as Krishna, as in Buddha or God or Allah. See, they all have the same ah sound, and that ah sound is the sound of God or God, Buddha, Krishna, Allah. And it's more or less, when you're chanting this, you just focus on the words and the music that you're singing, and that in itself is a meditation. Just like eating can become a meditation, where instead of gobbling your food down, you close your eyes, you eat the food, and you enjoy and savor every moment. And technically that's basically what the chanting does in its own way. And there's some beautiful music that you could possibly download or even go on YouTube. Just type in HareKrishna, and you will find tons of music in different ways that it's sung. But like I said, you know, it's a meditation. It's an out loud meditation, spoken word. So anyways, I'm at this temple, and the temple is beautiful. I mean, it was pretty much gold all around. It was beautiful, painted gold on the borders and so forth. It wasn't really gold, but the paint was gold. And that's not the important part, but the temple was beautiful. And I'm not one for religion at all. I'm more spiritual than anything, but it's always great to visit, you know, and see what other religions have to offer. And you know, this one vibrates with me a lot, actually. Just by what they were saying, it made total sense to me as to why I am on this trip and to what reasons that I did it for. And it relates all the way back to the very beginning, when I first spoke to J.W. Fry, who was a man who bicycled from the Keys straight up into Alaska. And in my interview, the first video that I ever did that was done by Steve McAllister, J.W. mentions that this is all because of service. And the Hare Krishna is basically, they are service to God, or to Krishna in this sense, or in the same sense, and to others. And that's why they serve others, and they give free food, and they do this often. They do this all the time. In fact, I'm going back tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning for service, because I want to become a part of it, and I want to see it. And not only did I get the Bhagavad Gita, but I also got other books to help me understand it. Here we go, Self-Realization, The Science of Self-Realization. And it's all based upon the Bhagavad Gita. And got more books here. I mean, I have tons and tons of literature, and I mean, this is the stuff that they sell to people so they can support themselves, you know. And this was just gifted to me in total respect and love, compassion. This is probably one of the most beautiful books to ever been written, next to all the other great books as well. And so, you know, as it is, this is the Bhagavad Gita. And that was my experience today at a Hare Krishna temple. I'll be going back tomorrow for some service in the very morning. I'll probably be spending most of my time there all the way up until Saturday when I leave again. Where am I headed next? I don't know, but stay tuned and I'll let you know. Peace. Namaste.